Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing great. So 2026 started very strong for me. Since like first day I was extremely busy with both with creative work and with my teaching job. So that is why I've been a little bit silent in social media, but my schedule got a little bit better this time around these months. So I'm gonna be posting a little bit more going forwards. And couple of things that I wanted to talk about today. First of all, Ascanrask Chapter 3 is coming about, and I'll be there with my stand. I've done new word tokens, so I'll be bringing those, some playmats and some altars as well. So I'm really looking forward for the event because it's gonna be very beautiful. Location looks amazing, and also just spending 3 days with the European community. It's a very pleasant one, right? And then we're gonna be in a winery, so there's gonna be a lot of drinking wine, chatting about sorcery, and playing sorcery. So I'm looking forward to that. But wait, let me drink a little bit of my coffee before it gets too cold. This might be a long one. So a couple of days back, I'm sure you might have seen it already, as our beloved Mike is he does post a lot, and he did publish a section on his website about most of the altar work he has done. All the collaboration he's been doing with artists such as myself, but also other one. So I thought about, of course I could just share it on social media and just post the link, but how about kind of go through it together a little bit, right? So what we're gonna do is just, we're gonna scroll down and see what's there, right? So to start off, we're gonna start strong with Andreina Jardim, and I love her work. I'm between all the collaborators of altruists that Mike has, it's the one that I'm most impressed on, because like her journey, her growth as an artist, I think it shows, especially whenever like you have situations like this where you see like all the work done, and so you see like the first work to the latest one. I think she's been going through a groundbreaking journey in her work, right? I'm quite fond of it. And so we are starting strong. Grandmaster Wizard, I remember this one. Oh, okay, that's gonna be annoying. So beautiful work, very subtle. I'm quite fond when she does this little subtleness of color, not too bright, but at the same time not too muted, right? Then this one as well was amazing. Like this central composition, the glow of the red, it's very intriguing. Infiltrate, Lava Salamander, Lucky Charm, these are a little bit older. Look at this. This is amazing. I really love when she used the blues. Very interesting subject, very interesting also the idea, the concept for Marine's course. Morality, Necromancer, this is one of the newest ones she did. Oh, look at that. Very beautiful, like it's very badass Necromancer. Then we go to the Pathfinder. This one was for the Explorer series. I did a Battle Mage for it, and very beautifully done. But I'm actually more intrigued by this one, as this one as like I really like this a little bit more abstract decoration that sometimes she does around her piece. Red prowess, wow, that's it has a very Pollock vibe, right? The use of lighting. Ooh, Root Spider. I did not remember this one. Okay, let's go back to this one. Oh man, that's just annoying, Mike. We need to fix that. Anyway, beautiful spider, savior. Alright, so we got a gothic card. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright, this is a fancy savior one, is a scholar. Wait, let's go. I love this here. Look at that, I did not remember it. And okay, sleeping giantess sideways. Very nice concept. Alright, I remember this Warhorse was quite interesting. I really liked this armor that sometimes she does, almost like a skeleton, so it has a very gothic vibe. Alan Princeton, that was paired with a painting, if I remember correctly. And alright, Shimago, beautiful, you know, classical style. This battle mage, remember quite clearly. I actually wanted to go to beauty. This one, I'm quite fond of this beauty. I don't know who has it, but this is like even the concept itself. That's very intriguing. The use of light. It has a little bit of a like Frankenstein vibe. The face of the guy, which I like. Logbook cat. Oh, now we're going to my favorite. So, for those that knows me, in terms of like play, I'm sadly a little bit retired now, but I was a lover of that speaker. I like recursion from Cemetery. I like to have the choice of multiple plays, and I remember clearly like this first one that was posted on Action, and when I saw it already, it was too high compared to my budget at the time. But I did kind of wrote her say, hey, you know, I like your dead speaker. Eventually, if you're open to it, I'd love to do a sort of like an exchange, you know, an altar of mine for an altar of yours. And then like maybe 2 months after, she posted this dead speaker over here. And like I wrote her, you know, I want it, you know, how much do you want for it? And I got it. This is stunning. Like seeing this in life is just amazing. Like those eyes that are like just staring at you, the glow of these ruins is just very beautiful. I am very happy. I have multiple dead speakers, so like every time I have a dead speaker deck, I kind of switch. But I love what she did with it, and so I was lucky enough to see it before she sent it to Mike for auction, and that's luckily, you know, I have it. Now this is just going through. Probably I should just leave it going so it's a little bit easier. I love this druid. It gives me a lot of Lord of the Rings vibes, and yeah, lovely concept. All right, so scrolling down, we got the amazing Atlas Thorn, the one that sort of started it all, this whole sorcery altar scene, and it's also the first one to get picked up by Curiosa, and that's an amazing achievement. Atlas is an extraordinary painter. I mean, just look at this Cloud City. I really like the work that he does with the sites. It's very, like, the style is very distinctive. It's very polished, and like his manner is just great. This Doomsday Prophet. Ooh, look at this. This is interesting. I kind of really like this code behind. That's a little bit out of focus in comparison to the main character. It's lovely. Ooh, Edge of the World. Edge of the World, like even the original artwork it's just amazing. It's just a pity that is not a playable cards. Amazing Frogs guy. He does great work with those. And Lighthouse. I should do some dual lens. I never really do them. Oh, that's just epic. Coloring this one, lightening this one. Mother Nature, I remember this one quite clearly. Like these empty eyes, they're just giving that extra mysterious vibe to it. and love it. Occult Ritual, that was also a fun one. So in person, Adrian has it. He came to Florence for a tournament, so I got the chance to see it in person, and it was great. Royal Bodyguard, first one to start these things off, and just amazing piece. Spear Marshal Step, that's I love this. It's just very simple design but extremely effective, beautiful lighting, and this Enchantress, love this one, love the fishes. That speaker, again, that speaker is one of my main guys. I kind of like the lurker, that guy in behind, but there are two other like concepts of this speaker that I actually quite fond of. The first one, which is the cat. Again, I saw it and it was already skyrocketing, so I didn't even try. And before going to the next, that speaker, like this series popping out, and like the beauty of like the face of this lady is just wow, very nice, very nice. But going back to that speaker, wait, let's go. Here it is, my that speaker. All right, so I'm the proud owner of it. This is a little nice community stories to kind of talk about, which is like, people around sorceries always surprise me. So it was like late at night, I was about to go to bed. I see action of that speaker coming out. Was just started, like there was one people bidding on it, and I say, I'm going to bed, let's try and bid on it, and maybe tomorrow morning I'll wake up and I have Atlas that speaker. And it sort of happened, but not as I thought it would be, because after me like few people start to outbid me, and quite strongly, and a community member that asked to remain anonymous actually bid over and donated it to me. So that's really nice gesture. Like, it's always mesmerizing to me how people around sorcery are, and this is one of those situations that's just touching for me. And I saw one that I wanted to like these. Okay, these over here, I somehow missed them. If they went to auction, probably like private sale, but these more subtle colors, I'm very intrigued by them. These Battle Mage and mixes, and of course these are some of the most recent ones. Summoning Sphere, Claim Barrage, and Browse, just epic, very, very, very epic. So let's move along, because otherwise it's gonna be an extremely long video, and of course we can talk about this artwork all day long. Dustin Brossard, amazing work as well, and the presentation of the work, it's always quite funny for me. Like, he tried to pair them with like object. It's very like on brand, and love the work. He has that sort of like 70s 80s fantasy vibe, which is like very suited for sorcery. Again, that speaker, like when I saw this one, I was like, I need this, but again, it was like people were just fighting to get it, and eventually I do need to add a Brossard that speaker to my collection for sure. That dealer is a classic. I mean, like, wait, the Apprentice Frog Wizard, that's just perfect. He's extremely talented on doing gems and course, like the lightning, like very, very skillful in that. Ooh, wait, I did not see this Spear Marshal. Wonderful. Beautiful work. Oh, I remember the orb, like the lighting in this. It's quite engaging. And Elementalist, nice. Apache Butcher. You see? Oh, look at this fat skin dripping down. Oh, Seer and Philosopher's Stone. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Vat Draconis. This was submission done for Edbeer Junior contest. Amazing, amazing work. I really like this weird goofy face, because you know, one hear the word Vrat Draconis and think something like you know, ancient, epic, you know, something also very proud, and then he give us this very weird looking face, and for me this is just extremely funny. And oh, another amazing dead dealer of him. So yeah, you know, what can we say? You know, it's amazing work as well. Then we got myself, but you know, we may go, you know, at the end of it. And Viviane also very interesting. Like her landscape are just very beautiful. Look at this holy ground. You know, the sense of peace that some of her work gives is not easy to achieve. But then also, like this bubbling brook, it's, you see the light at the end of it, but at the same time you see the, you know, you perceive that, you know, the effect of the card, that sort of entanglement, the disabling effect that creates with you know, with the realm floodplain. Ooh, love it, love it. I do need to inquire if she did a death speaker. Not to my knowledge, but it would be lovely to get one of her as well. I love when she does water scene. These are beautiful. Briar Patch. Oh, Wizarden, I remember this because around the same time that she was posting that, I was doing a Wizarden of my own, so it was interesting to see like the interpretation. And actually that's one of the most engaging things that I see about like doing altars and working with Mike, because like you see, like you have of course like the original view, you know, from the principal, the artist that designed the card, but then you have this whole different interpretation of different artists, which is very engaging to see. Bower of Bliss, again, you know, it's about like when things kind of coincide. She was posting this and I was working on a Bower Bliss, so oh, I did not see this village. Nice, look at that, those little houses, lovely. Edge of the World, that's just, you know, epic. It's like colors out of space, you know. This could have been a color out of space. Can you imagine that? That would have been epic. Undertow, you see what it, like water stuff, that's just nice. Oh, Enchantress, yeah, I remember this one. We got a Sorcerer, Druid, lovely concept as well. I love like when it flips back, it's just a mean bear. But yeah, no, probably she never did a Death Speaker. I would love to see her take on that speaker. And yeah. I mean, all of this work is just great. Ooh, a Spark Mage. Oh, I love this framing. Nice. Autumn Bloom. Alright, so we're going more to recent Gothic card. Wait. Wow. Okay. Look at that. All those little bricks, this flower, and this is amazing. Okay. Wow. So we are 20 minutes in. Damn. Alright. So let's go a little, you know, let's go over here to my side and let's go through it a little bit quickly. So we got a little funny tournament grounds. I was playing with the idea, I never really got around doing it, to do like a series of tournament ground altars, right? And so you would have the one like this, like for sumo. Then you have like the one for the knights, and like boxing one, stuff like that. Unseelie and Silicord was one of the first that I did when Arthurian Legend came out, and it's of course very inspired by Bosch. Then we have a Templar that's fighting his way on the edge of a castle siege, and if we observe closely, like in the background, you can see like other knights. So it's Templar with his body. This one, it's wait, let's go back to this one. It's sort of like an extremely long process. It has a history, this piece, because the frog token were not saying the first altar, but like maybe like 2 months in since I started doing altars, I did this frog token, and they were sort of like this, looping as a whole panorama. And then maybe it was 4 to 5 months after, I kind of went back at it and decided, okay, so these are 7 because you can make them with Plague of Frogs, so let's do a Plague of Frog. And so as I was working on the Plague of Frog, of course I had to go back to the original tokens, kind of paint over a little bit. So that what happened with it, the witch, and I think there is an Archimago with a similar style, and I'm always pushing myself to try different things. So you see slight variation of styles in my work, and during these days I was reading back a lot of Moebius work, so that's why we have this bright color and specific shapes. Alright, so this one, it's one that's very dear to me because this was the first action I did with Mike. And when I was thinking, I was writing at the beginning, I was like, okay, so let's do, like, first one needs to be something special. And so I sort of did this spell book of Dead Speaker, where it's a whole piece central Dead Speaker. At the time I was playing violin. Then the art piece on the bottom, we have Apprentice Wizard, Grandmaster, and Simulacrum. And then on the top part, we do have the Nimbus Gene, 2 of them, and the Summoning Sphere from where they kind of come out. And that was at the time a very classic way of ending the game with a deck with this avatar. And so this was one of the first ones. Okay, so here we go. You see, this is the Chimago that I was telling before. This is like, I think in here you can see much more the influence of Moebius work compared to the other one. Over here we have another interesting one, a Battle Mage Cerberus sort of continuous piece. And we did do a couple of Shardbag altars, very different style, of course, because Shardbag, so it needed to be different. Battle Mage, this is the Battle Mage that I did for the Explorer series, and a lot of creature design. I love to do creature. This also has a nice, funny story. There is this all. I'm of course more of a frog man. I enjoy drawing them. They're very nice, interesting creatures to paint and draw. So I did this as there is this conflict between frogs and wolves. I thought let's do a piece where they're kind of like interconnected, they're fighting, and we have the bullfrog frog that's eating away one of the wolves, and the other bodies there are coming to save him. So, and it's funny, Dan and Louis, they bodied and they split apart. Wolbert Finger, that was also, I really enjoyed doing this one. It's very interesting creature to do. Logbug cat, it's a skinny cat, and I don't know, these type of cats in a way they do weird me out, but I find them also extremely interesting. I might do a new cat, coming soon. I might do. Worm. the Dragon Lord. This was paired with a painting, and so yeah. Originally, my original idea when Dragon Lord was coming out, because I wanted to do something special for it, and I wanted to do like the whole set all together as a continuous piece, similar to the Death Speaker, right? But then, of course, it was difficult to get, so I say, yeah, you know what? Let's just do the avatar. Let's do the avatar, pair it with a painting, and I'm quite happy on how it turned out. So yeah, we got a series of sites now. Pawn was fun to do it. Hamlet was fun of doing it. I had some technical problem with it, because there's like layer of varnish that you apply at the end. Something got screwed up, so I sort of have to erase part of it and paint it over. But I need to go back to doing this type of work where there's a lot of little information in it. It's just very fun for me. Wizard then inspired, of course, by the Arthurian legend. Oh, what's the name? I don't know in English. La Spada della Roccia, the Disney movie. Bower of Bliss that I mentioned earlier. So yeah, I think that's it for today. And I do want to thank Mike for putting this up, because it shows how much time all of us and Mike, we all spend into crafting these beautiful pieces of art, and it shows also how you all like to collect them, and because these wouldn't have been possible without people interest into it, and so yeah, I think that's it for today, and thank you all. And as I previously said, I will post soon some things that I'm gonna bring to Ascanrask 3. So keep your eyes open. And as of now, thank you very much.